Hello and welcome to another Matsu Minor baseball broadcast. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here in beautiful Palmer, Alaska. Doubleheader today between your Matsu Miners and the Anchorage Bucs. This is a makeup game for a July 2nd rainout, and so because that game was scheduled to be in Anchorage, the Bucs will in fact be the home team here in Game 1. They will be in the field first with Seth Kineen on the mound and the Miners at the plate.
Yeah, obviously the first time we've seen the Miners bat first here in Herman Brothers Field, and everything's a little out of whack. The weather's been a little out of whack as well this morning, but cleared up pretty much to a solid, a constant, just cloudy. I mean, it hasn't really rained since this morning. Cloudy and 64 degrees, and the first batter of the game will be Austin Dennis.
That's right. Austin Dennis has been on a bit of a hot streak lately. He's been hitting singles like it's nobody's business, and he's hitting .275 as a result. Kineen on the mound, a 3.79 ERA across 35 2/3 innings pitched. And his first pitch is in for a called strike to Dennis. 0-1. And 28 strikeouts to only 18 walks on the season. Lefty fires. That one will just miss the zone to even the count. 1-1. As with all doubleheaders, these games will be 7 innings. That one, a check swing foul away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miners come into today with a 2-game lead over the Bucs in the ABL standings as Austin Dennis lines that one foul towards left field. Count will remain 1-2.
Yeah, today's doubleheader is the first of 3 doubleheaders almost in a row. There is a solo game, actually the last 9-inning game that will be played in the regular season for the Miners that comes against the Bucs on Saturday. That ball is popped up. Jake Veith is under it in foul territory and has it for out number 1.
And with that, I'll take you through where the Bucs are playing in the field with Kineen on the mound, Mason Fishback behind the plate, Jake Veith at first, second base, Cody Sporer, shortstop, Michael Fuchs, third base, Dominic Colaccio, in left field, Jace Vanderbeek, Ryan Williams in center, David Hensley in right. And at the plate now for the Miners with nobody on and 1 away will be Justin Ammons. Designated hitter hitting at .313 for the season. Watches that first pitch go for a called strike, 0-1. Ammons has been hitting as the designated hitter in quite a few games since that All-Star weekend. Thanks that pitch for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and Austin Dennis has also found himself in the leadoff spot for about the past 4 or 5 games as well. So a little change there, but seems to be working at least the past couple nights. And Quinn Cotton, who we normally see in the leadoff spot, will be in the 3-hole.
That one went inside to Ammons, so 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch is fouled away over the booth here, so it'll be 2-2. Kineen delivers, and this one is chopped back to the mound. The toss over to first. We'll get Ammons for out number 2. Nobody on now for Quinn Cotton.
Your right fielder, number 9.
Right fielder
Quinn
for the
Cotton.
Miners. Leads the team in batting average at .369.
Cotton was 1 for 3 yesterday. Did score a run, also had an RBI and a walk on the day.
First pitch low and inside for a ball, 1-0. That one popped up into right field, and it will be caught for out number 3. So the Miners don't get a hit in the top of the first. When we return, it'll be the bottom of the first here in Palmer with your Bucs to bat. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Your official sponsor of Matsu Miners pull tabs and gaming license usage. We'd also like to thank the Pacific Northwest Region Council of Carpenters and Carpenters Union Local 1281 for sponsoring the 2017 Matsu Miners baseballs. And finally, the official sponsor of Matsu Miners Travel is Alaska Airlines. Leading off the Anchorage Bucs.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the first inning. Miners will be in the field with Juan Castro on the mound and Jace Vanderbrake to the plate for the Anchorage Bucs. Vanderbrake hitting .250 on the season. Castro at 3.0 ERA across 21 innings pitched. 13 strikeouts to 6 walks. First pitch is lined into left center field for a base hit. So one pitch and one runner on. Nobody out here. Bottom of the first inning.
Michael Fuchs.
And Michael Fuchs, pardon me, Michael Fuchs to the plate. Hitting .287 and playing shortstop for Anchorage.
Just the first hit given up by the Miners in the bottom of an inning here in Palmer.
First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. In the field for the Miners today, Blake Benefield at first, Austin Dennis at second, Austin Bull at short, Oscar Marchena over at third base, and left field Elijah McNamee in center, Preston Pavlica, Quinn Cotton in right, and Ryan Haug behind the plate as the pitcher Juan Castro tosses to first, chases back. Vanderbrake will be safe. It's an 0-1 count to Fuchs. And that bunt goes foul. 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. One fouled away as well. Count remains 0-2. And another toss over to first. Vanderbeek does have 7 stolen bases on the season. It's good for second on the Bucs. And that one line towards first. It just goes off of the top of Benefield's glove into right field. So runners at first and second now. Nobody out to start the bottom of the first inning for the Bucs. And Jake Veith, first baseman, heads to the plate. And a tough start for Castro here.
Yeah, it would have been a great play by Blake Benefield had he hung on to it, but real tough play, and will be an infield single for Fuchs.
Veith pops up the first pitch into very shallow center. Austin Dennis comes over from second to make the catch. So 1 down for the Bucs. Runners at first and second still. And with that, Cody Sporer, the second baseman, hitting .310 on the season, leading active Anchorage Bucs, will head to the plate. Castro makes a move. Runners return to their base. Pitch to Sporer is hit on the ground towards short, and it's going to get past Austin Bull into shallow center, and a run will score. Jace Vanderbeek around third and touches home. Bucs lead the Miners 1-0.
And a good job by Vanderbeek to kind of block Bull there, but almost got hit by it, had to dodge it. So it was kind of, I don't even know if it was a blocking effort. I think he was just kind of trying to take evasive action there and get out of the way of the ball, and happened to get in front of Bull, who couldn't field the ball cleanly.
Yeah, kind of an awkward play for Bull. Lost sight of the ball, and it ended up going past his glove. In any case, it'll be runners at first and second, and that pitch hits. It'll be a single into left field. Throw home will be in time to tag out Michael Fuchs trying to score, so that'll be out number 2.
And I feel like it's almost our responsibility to tell coaches on the opponent, hey, maybe don't run on our outfielders. I mean, Quinn Cotton showed an arm recently, and Elijah McNamee has been one of the most consistent arms in the ABL, definitely on the Miners, and just flexing his stuff there as he throws out Fuchs at home.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. It was great play from McNamee there in left. With that, it was Ryan Williams now at the plate. Dominic Colaccio at the plate. Williams with the single. The first pitch to Colaccio. A ball, 1-0. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Bucs lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. For those joining us, it is a home game technically for the Bucs here in game 1 of this doubleheader. One-0 pitch is fouled away for strike 1. 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch. A called strike, 1-2 now for Calaccio. Was hitting 299 for the Bucs. Playing over at third base here in game 1. Ball 2, even the count of 2 apiece. Spore at second, Williams at first, 2 away for the Bucs. Pitch from Castro. A swing and a miss. It'll be strike 3, and that'll do it for the first inning. The Bucs did score 1. They lead the Matsu Miners 1-0. We're headed to the top of the second here in Palmer on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
So stop on in to get your ticket and enter to win. Leading off top of the second for the Matsu Miners first pitch, number 34, Blake Benefield.
The Miners up to bat here in the top of the second, trailing 1-0 against the Anchorage Bucs. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here in the booth. First pitch to Benefield is outside for a ball, 1-0. Benefield playing at first base, hitting 280 on the season. And he pops this one up into shallow right field. The second baseman is over there and has got it for out number 1, Cody Sporer making the catch. And with 1 down, Ryan Haug will head to the plate.
Now back to your Matsu Miners catcher, number 7, Ryan Haug.
Haug, the catcher, hitting 263 in conference play. Miners still looking for their first base runner of the game. That Seth Kineen pitch fouled back to the fencing for a strike, 0-1. Broadcast today brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Of course, if your car needs a new taillight, just any sort of nut, bolt, or screw, you can find Napa Auto Parts in the Matsu Valley, Palmer, Big Lake, and Wasilla. Visit www.napalaska.com. That pitch fouled away as well. It'll be 0-2 now for Ryan Haug. Elijah McNamee on deck for the Miners. That pitch goes for a ball 1-2. Hog watches that one sail way outside for a ball to even it out at 2-2. And that one in the dirt. It'll be a full count after falling behind 0-2 to start. Nobody on, one away here, top of the second inning. Ryan Hogg will watch that go by for ball 4. Draws the walk. 1 on and 1 away for Elijah McNamee. Miners trail 1-0 here in the top of the second inning in Palmer. Playing as the away team against the Anchorage Bucs here in game 1 of this doubleheader.
And playing as the away team is something that is going to happen here 2 more times in Palmer, as we have double headers for the Miners against the Pilots on the 27th, and then again against the Pilots on August 1st, both of which will feature 1 home game and 1 away game, as the games on the 18th and 19th were postponed to those later dates.
Second pitch to McNamee is a ball to be 2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. Misses the zone again. It'll be 3-0. That was the 7th straight ball thrown by Canine. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch will be outside. Second consecutive walk. This one on 4 pitches. And so now runners at first and second for the Miners. And Oscar Marchena, third baseman for Matsu, will head to the plate.
Yeah, now 8 straight balls in a row. Seth Canine probably going to slow down, take some off, and decrease the velocity to try and just lay one in there just to get his confidence back. Kind of walking around the mound a little bit there and looking around, looking for an answer to throw this strike.
First pitch to Marchena. Will miss the zone as well. 1-0 to Miner third baseman. He's batting 167, but there's a lot of good things at the plate for the Miners. Clutch moments. Time called at the plate. That one in the dirt. 2-0 now for Marchena.
Now 10 balls in a row from Seth Canine. He will be having a discussion on the mound with his catcher, Mason Fishback. And it was probably pretty simple. A lot of those conversations are pretty simple. Hey, slow it down. Hey, just play catch, hit my glove, you know. Nothing much into the game plan, just for this next pitch. It only takes one to get you back on track.
That's right, and we'll see what happens here. The 2-0. And it'll be a called strike. 2-1.
So now after 10 balls in a row, Seth Canine comes back with 1 strike in a row.
Starting his new streak.
That's right.
That'll be called strike 2, evens the count at 2 apiece. Runners at first and second, only one out. Miners do trail 1-0 here in the top of the second inning in Palmer. Marchena hits that one on the ground towards second. There will not be a throw to another base. Just first, Marchena will be out, moves the runners over into scoring position, second and third, 2 away, and Austin Bull heads to the plate, batting from the right side, only switch hitter for the Miners. And we'll see what he can do with 2 away. Bull's hitting .252 for the Miners this season. As of late, has been on a bunt single kick for the last couple games. Starts to show bunt there again. It goes outside, however, for a ball 1-0. That one goes in for a called strike. Even 1-1 for Bull. Miners shortstop out of Grand Canyon University. That'll be a strike 1-2 now for Austin Bull.
The Miners still looking for their first hit of the night. Do have 2 runners on. Both reached on consecutive walks. 8 balls in a row to get Ryan Haug and Elijah McNamee on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 away. The pitch goes outside. It'll be even now, 2-2. That one will be fouled away. Austin Bull able to stay alive at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yesterday, the Miners won 8-3, and we thought that was a good amount of offense from the Miners, but it was nothing compared to what was going on in Chugiak between the Pilots and the Chinooks. The Chinooks were able to pull away with the 13-11 victory.
Yeah, I think we made a comment. It was 6-0 here. The Miners are winning, and the game over there was, I believe, 7-7 at the time, and we were satisfied with the offense that we were getting to watch. But like you said, nothing compared to what was going on in Chugiak.
Pilots and Chinooks playing again tonight at 6 o'clock. Pitch outside will be a full count for Bull. 3-2. Already 2 walks issued in the inning by Canine. Full count with 2 away. The pitch will be called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Miners here in the top of the second. They strand runners at second and third, and they trail 1-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning here in Palmer on your Metsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Can't keep up with the pace. Never bad days forward, ever did me any good. Whiskey made Lexington, Tennessee. There's a hole in my boat, son. You bet that's all she wrote. Titanic sinking down into that big blue sea. Can't change the world, no, can't change the flag. You can give me a rocker, but you ain't never get back. You said you'll never smile again, but always comes to be back. I finally found something I'm good at.
Leading off for the Bucs, game number 22, AJ Sawyer.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the second inning. The Bucs will be at the plate. They lead your Matsu Miners 1-0. Juan Castro on the mound. And at the plate will be AJ Sawyer, designated hitter for the Bucs. First pitch from Castro here will be a ball 1-0. Pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Castro gave up 1 run on 3 hits in the first. 3 singles. Also an error in the field as this one is chopped on the ground towards third. Marchena has got it over to first for out number 1.
Now batting catcher number 16.
No one on,
Mason
1 away.
Fishback.
Mason Fishback, catcher for Anchorage, heads to the plate. Fishback hitting at .254 for the Bucs this season.
Yeah, Marchena doing a good job of chasing that ball down and moving in towards the pitcher's mound, setting his feet and making the throw over to Blake Benefield at first.
That first pitch is fouled away. It'll be a broken bat, and some of it seems to have gotten a piece of Ryan Haug there behind the plate. He's all right. That'll be 0-1 for Fishback. Just broke right there at the handle.
Ryan Howe giving the thumbs up to the Miners dugout, saying, hey, I'm good to go. I think it just got a piece of his mask, maybe knocked his helmet off, but other than that, no harm as Mason Fishback steps back in.
The 0-1 pitch misses the zone outside. 1-1. Pitch. Drops in for a called strike. 1-2. That one chopped foul towards third. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'll be outside for ball number 2. Odion 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning in Palmer. Bucs lead the Miners 1-0. The pitch. A swing and a miss for strike number 3, second strikeout of the afternoon for Castro. And it'll be 2 down for David Hensley. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Hensley, a called strike, 0-1. Hensley playing in right field, hitting .246 on the season. Castro set to deliver. And it'll be outside for a ball, 1-1. That'll be outside in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0. Called strike, evens the count at 2-2. That one knocked into right field. It'll sail just foul towards the Miner bullpen. Count will stay 2-2, and Hensley will trot back to the batter's box. The 2-2 pitch from Castro. Just misses the strike zone. The whole infield thought the inning was over, but we play on. It'll be a full count, 3-2 now for Hensley. Nobody on, 2 away. Pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. Marchena charging, and he's got it. One hop throw to first, and Hensley will beat the throw, so he will be safe. Infield single for Hensley. Inning will continue. Top of the order due up. Jace Vanderbrake to the plate. One on, 2 away. Vanderbrake led things off for the Bucs with a single in the first. First pitch to Vanderbrake, a called strike, 0-1. That pitch outside for a ball, even now, 1 apiece. Fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not a huge crowd here today for game 1. It is the early game, 4 o'clock start. So maybe we'll see some more for the other half of this doubleheader.
Yeah, probably would assume that to be the case. I mean, the weather not really a big factor. It was a little wet and rainy this morning, like we said earlier. But with the rescheduling, some people probably got their times mixed up. And the second game will be starting around that 6 o'clock mark, so we should have a bigger crowd on hand for that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Vanderbrake popped up into shallow left field. Austin Bowl is over there, and he has got it for out number 3. So we've played 2 here in Palmer. The Bucs lead the Miners 1-0. We'll be right back with the top of the 3rd inning on your Matsu Miner baseball broadcast. Welcome back here in Palmer. Top of the third inning. Miners headed to the plate. Preston Pavlica, the center fielder, hitting at 246. Will lead things off. Miners trailed the Anchorage Bucs 1-0 here in game one of this doubleheader. Seth Kineen on the mound for Anchorage. Pavlica fouls that first pitch off, out of play for strike one.
Miners still looking for that first hit here this afternoon. Did have 2 base runners reach in the second inning, both on walks, but no hits yet.
And a called strike to Pavlica, 0-2 now. Austin Dennis on deck, top of the order for Matsu. That one in the dirt for ball one for Pavlica. And Pavlica watches that one go by for call strike three. Second strikeout for Kineen. And second time through the order starts for the Miners. Austin Dennis to the plate. He is 0 for 1 so far today. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Two balls, no strikes now for Dennis. This has only drawn 10 walks this season. Takes that pitch for ball 3-0. Start this at bat. And that'll be a ball 4. Second 4-pitch walk for Kineen today. His third of the afternoon. 1 on, 1 out, and Justin Ammons will head to the plate. He's 0 for 1 as well. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Lefty to lefty, the pitch low for ball, 1-0.
And with that, 5 straight balls, and Seth Kineen is finding himself where he was early in the second inning.
Ammons shows bunt. It'll drop in for a strike, 1-1. Was just going to say Kineen can be apparently today he can be awful streaky with his balls and strikes. Austin Dennis dancing around there towards the bag. Draws the ball over to him at first. He will be safe at the bag. Awful active on the base paths. 1 ball, 1 strike for Ammons. That one fouled back towards the press box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And another toss to first. Dennis will be safe. And he's the only lefty pitcher on the Bucs roster. That pitch drops low for ball 2-2 now for Justin Ammons. And a swing and a miss there. It'll be strike 3 for second strikeout of the inning for Canine. Quinn Cotton heads to the plate with a runner at first and 2 away. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, Miners trail the Bucs 1-0. Game 1 of this doubleheader here at Herman Brothers Field in Palmer, Alaska. Cotton flied out to right field. His first time at the plate as Canine tosses to first. Dennis will be safe. That pitch will get by Fishback. Squirts over in foul territory. Austin Dennis will advance to second as a result. So runner in scoring position now. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away for Quinn Cotton. That one fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin Dennis goes towards third. He will steal the base without even a throw. So now the tying run 90 feet away, 2 balls, and 1 strike for Cotton.
Yeah, Canine way more worried about Quinn Cotton and the at-bat here. So Austin Dennis just kind of noted that he wasn't checking him back much and took off and got a stolen base there as that one goes in, paints the outside corner for strike number 2. Now 2-2 the count.
Two pitch goes outside for a ball. Full count now, 3-2. And that will be strike 3. And so the Miners once again strand a runner in scoring position. This time at third. They trail 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd here in Palmer on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
In celebration of celebrating Palmer Day, we'd like to read some interesting facts about our little town here. We were home to the Alaska State Fair. In 2016, the Alaska State Fair saw almost 300,000 people attend in 12 days. Also, the Alaska State Fair was a world record pumpkin weighing in at 1,469 pounds. Leading off for the Bucs, shortstop number 27, Michael Hughes.
Michael Fuchs leads it off for the Anchorage Bucs here in the bottom of the third inning in Palmer. Matsu Miners trail the Bucs 1-0. On Castro on the mound. The pitch is a called strike 0-1. Fuchs singled his first time up, but was thrown out at home trying to score. Thrown out by Elijah McNamee from left. And a called strike there. 0-2 now for Fuchs. And that one is lazily popped up into shallow right. Quinn Cotton will be there to make the catch for out number 1. One down, nobody on. Jake Veith heads to the plate.
And I feel like we see Austin Dennis a lot, like all over the place. First in the infield, obviously, but does field his position really well, and then goes and gets a lot of shallow pop flies and tries to make plays. And he's kind of just a gamer. He's all around. He's everywhere. And Quinn Cotton had to call him off there because if he didn't, he would have kept going for it.
First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 to Veith, who was 0 for 1. And he fouls that pitch away for a strike to even the count.
Now, you've hung around Dan Padilla long enough. And now with Jake Veith stepping in, do you know what question is coming at you next?
I don't. I quite honestly don't.
Who do you believe has the nicer beard as that ball is fouled back?
How nicer beard? That is a great question. I'm gonna go with Padilla's beard, but just because I'm a little more familiar with Padilla's beard. It's more familiar to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to second that with no bias, as Jake Veith goes down swinging and Ryan Haug tags him out on the drop third. I'm going to go with Padilla as well, just because I think Padilla does a better job of grooming it,
keeping it clean,
and doesn't have the scruff underneath. I mean, it is clean cut where the beard stops. No, done, stops. Veith got some growth. Like, seems like it's been a couple hours since he's last shaved. I think Padilla's probably shaving right now if we check in the dugout.
First pitch in for a called strike to Sporer, 0-1, and as a supporter of facial hair, I can say you make excellent points when it comes to the neck hair. That one in the dirt for a ball to even the count, 1-1.
Yeah, no neards around here, no neck beards, that's for sure.
One hit on the ground towards third. Marchena has got it to throw to first in time. 4 out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Castro ends the third. Miners trail 1-0. We're headed to the top of the fourth here in Palmer on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off for the Miners in the top of the fourth inning, Blake Benefield.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth. Miners trail the Anchorage Bucs 1-0 here in Palmer. Yes, that's right. For those joining us, the Miners are the away team, as this is a makeup game from a game scheduled in Anchorage that was rained out. So game 1 of this doubleheader. Blake Benefield at the plate, fouls the first pitch he sees off for a strike. 0-1. Benefield is 0 for 1 today. Popped out to shallow right in his first at-bat. Knocks this one on the ground towards short. The throw to first in time from Fuchs to Veith for out number 1.
Now batting catcher number 7, Ryan Haug.
Ryan Haug to the plate, walked his first time up. Made it all the way to third.
Miners
score.
Yeah, Miners still looking for their first hit, as Ryan Haug was the first base runner to reach safely on the walk. 3 walks handed out from Canine, but no hits, and the Miners are still looking to get going here in the top of the fourth.
Pitch goes for a ball, 1-0. And high for a ball, 2-0 now for Haug. It's the 6th ball he's seen in a row from Canine. And he rips this one into left field. It'll be a base hit. First hit for the Miners. 1 on, 1 out. And Elijah McNamee heads to the plate. He also drew a walk last time he was there.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come. If you say it, it will happen, as Ryan Haug delivers the first hit of the night for the Matsu Miners.
First pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. And that pitch fouled back, 1-1 now for McNamee. Haug is chased back to the bag thanks to a toss from Kineen. One ball, one strike for McNamee. And another toss to first. Haug will be safe. And McNamee rips that one almost to the same spot Haug did, into left field. So back-to-back singles for the Miners. 2 on, 1 out. And Oscar Marchena at the plate. Very similar scenario to the second inning for the Miners.
Yeah, McNamee just proving, hey, whatever you do, Ryan Haug, I can do it too. First with back-to-back walks there in the second inning, and now back-to-back singles here in the fourth.
Nick Brooks.
And so Oscar Marchena will not come to the plate. It'll instead be Nick Brooks taking his spot as pinch hitter.
And we fully believe up here in the booth that Nick Brooks will play the position as well in the defense there at third base. Can play both corner infield positions efficiently.
Brooks comes into today hitting .239 for the Miners with 15 RBI, or pardon me, 9 RBIs. He's drawn 15 walks. Has struck out 31 times. It's enough to lead the Miners as he takes that first pitch for a called strike. 0-1.
The redshirt junior out at Gonzaga.
Chops that one foul towards third. 0-2 the count now. The 0-2 pitch. Is rocketed up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit. Haug coming around, and he will score. Tie game here in Palmer. 1-1 between the Miners and the Bucs. RBI single from Nick Brooks, third straight single of the inning. 2 on, 1 away. Austin Bull now to the plate.
And you go from having no hits in a ball game to having 3 hits and coming back to back to back as we see some activity starting to pick up in the Bucs bullpen out there in left field.
Tennessee, number 5, Brandon.
And the significance there of this happening so early as Brandon Chinea is in to replace Nick Brooks as a pinch runner. The significance there being that both these games today will only be 7 innings, so we are at the halfway mark, or almost, as we're in the top of the fourth.
And so with Chinea coming in, kind of a surprising move. Austin Bull bunts that one towards third. The throw to first will be in time for out number 2. Does move the runners over, so it'll be McNamee at third and Brandon Chinea at second with 2 away, and Preston Pavlica at the plate.
And a great bunt attempt from Austin Bull. Was trying to bunt for a single there, but just kind of rolled too quickly in the grass. And, I mean, Dominic Calaccio made an absolute great play, kind of grabbed it and flicked it over there to first base just in time to beat Austin Bull.
First pitch of ball, 1-0. Pavlica struck out in his first time up. That one fouled back. 1-1.
Umpire took that one off the shoulder. Made it look like it was just a little mosquito that bounced off him, as a bigger fellow down there gave the thumbs up to the Miners dugout to say he was okay. And now there will be a mound conference just between pitcher and catcher, and also a conference there on the third baseline between Ben Taylor and his batter, Preston Pavlica.
Game tied at 1 apiece here, top of the 4th inning. Runners at second and third for the Miners with 2 away. And a 1-1 count for Preston Pavlica. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this one hit towards the middle of the infield. It will be caught on the fly for out number 3. So the Miners do strand 2 more runners in scoring position. However, they did score 1. It's tie game now, 1-1, headed to the bottom of the 4th in Palmer. We'll be right back on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off for the Bucs, infield number 34, Ryan Williams.
And we're back here in Palmer, bottom of the 4th inning, game tied between the Bucs and the Miners, 1-1. Juan Castro on the mound and Ryan Williams at the plate. Williams 1 for 1 with a single. Watch that pitch go in for a called strike, 0-1. Second pitch in for a called strike, 2. 0-2 count now. And the pitch will be just outside for a ball, 1-2. Pitch. Hit high and deep into left field. That's going to fall fair all the way to the corner right by that foul pole. It'll be a stand-up double for Ryan Williams to lead things off for the Bucs in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 on and nobody out. Dominic Calaccio will head to the plate for Anchorage. Calaccio so far 0 for 1, struck out to end the 1st inning, his first time at the plate. Calcio bunts that one high and foul. Be 0-1. After all the substitutions there for the Miners in the top half of the frame, in the field will be Austin Dennis now at third, Brandon Chinea at second. Infield was moving in there. Castro with a move towards the bag at second. It'll be 0-1 to Calcio. This bunt down the third base line will go just foul. It'll be 0-2. Runner at second, nobody out, an 0-2 count at the plate for Calcio. Tie game 1-1 between the Miners and the Bucs. The 0-2 pitch goes high for a ball, 1-2. And time will be called. Long at bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Of course, as Troy was saying earlier, a 7-inning game only, so these innings count a little bit more. At bat a little more important, limited time. In game two, things will be back to normal. The Miners will be playing as the home team.
And the park will be full.
One can hope.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside for ball 2.
And really is a home game for the Bucs here, as not many fans to heckle them, and batting in the bottom of the inning. So a perfect scenario to make up for the postponed game earlier in the year.
The only thing they're missing is some infield turf. 2-2 pitch. And that one will be ball 3. Awful close there. Full count now for Calcio. 3 straight balls from Castro after getting ahead 0-2. Three-two pitch is fouled away. Count remains 3-2. Runner at second. Nobody out. That'll be called strike 3. So after a long at bat there, 1 down.
Now batting for the Bucs.
That'll be the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Castro. 1 on, 1 away for AJ Sawyer, designated hitter for the Bucs.
And that strikeout was almost inevitable after 2 pitches before the fouled off ball looked to be just in there. We heard a little chirp coming over from the Miners dugout. Oh yeah, great pitch, great pitch. Sounded like Matt Greeley, as he's very animated about what he likes, what he doesn't like in terms of pitches, and didn't get that one to go his way, but did come back and struck out Calaccio.
First pitch is fouled away. Will be 0-1 for Sawyer. Listed on the roster as a pitcher, but taking over DH duties today. Feeling we'll be seeing a lot of things like that headed towards the end of the season up here. That pitch a called strike. It'll be 0-2 now for Sawyer. The 0-2 pitch is ripped towards left field. It's going to get past Austin Bull into left for a single. Williams will hold at third. Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tie game between the Miners and the Bucs.
Now batting for the Bucs, catcher number 16, Mason Fishback.
With that, Mason Fishback heads to the plate. Fishback so far 0 for 1 with a strikeout this afternoon. First pitch to Fishback is a ball. Went just high, so it'll be 1-0. Pitch will be just outside, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. And a toss over to first. Chases back Sawyer. He will be safe. That one in dirt. 3-0 now. 3 straight balls from Castro to Fishback. That will be ball 4. So with that walk, it'll be bases loaded for the Anchorage Bucs with only 1 out. David Hensley comes to the plate. He is 1 for 1 as Matt Greeley heads out to the mound to talk things over with Castro and the infield.
Ladies and gentlemen, pull out those red tickets. I got 3 numbers for you.
Tie game here between the Bucs and the Miners, 1-1. Game 1 of this doubleheader.
Second number, 840-5171.
It's a doozy as the Miners do hold a 2-game lead in the standings over the Bucs.
840-5220. Going down to the Beer Shack, collect your prize. And we'd like to wish a happy 7th birthday to John Graham. Thank you for joining us on your birthday, John.
Not only is it tight towards the top of the ABL, it's also a fight towards the bottom as the Chinooks and Oilers battle it out in the final stretch here to see who will make it to the ABL playoffs. Chinooks trail the Oilers by a half game. Taking on the Pilots tonight, so when they get underway, we'll keep an eye on that for you. Possible playoff opponents for the Miners. And now that Greeley's visit is finished, we're ready for more baseball. Hensley steps in, as I said, 1-for-1 with a single to start. First pitch there is low for a ball, 1-0. That one will be outside, 2-0 now from Castro to Hensley.
And it's a good thing that neither of these teams are playing at Texas A&M, as the ball 5 chant would be in effect and very loud until Juan Castro breaks up the chants with that called strike 1. I was talking to Doc Sakis a little bit earlier about that chant, and it was actually, he shot me a text because we were talking about it, and it was actually when Kaneen went 10 straight balls, and he said, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, if we were at home in College Station, they would just be letting them have it, and that's something that it's all mental there for the pitchers, and good to see Juan Castro back on track with the strike.
And that one fouled away towards right field. It'll be even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun is trying to poke out here in Palmer. Through the clouds. Bases loaded, 1 away. Tie game between the Bucs and the Miners. That one fouled back as well. Count remains 2-2. Williams at third, Sawyer at second, Fishback at first. Hensley at the plate. The 2-2 pitch from Castro will be popped up into right field. Cotton coming in has got it. The tag home. And Cotton will throw out Williams as he tries to tag and score from third. It'll be out number 3, and it'll remain a tie game, 1-1, as we head to the top of the 5th here in Palmer. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
In the pitch for the Bucs, number 26, Andrew Newsel. And up to bat for the Matsu Miners, third baseman number 4, Austin Dennis.
And with that, we are in the top of the 5th inning here in Palmer. Austin Dennis at the plate for the Miners. So far, he is 0 for 1 with a walk. And now when a called strike, 0-1 from the new pitcher, Andrew Newsel, for Bucs. Newsel fires that one. It'll be outside for a ball. 1-1. Newsel, a 2.02 ERA, throws that pitch in for a called strike. 1-2 now for Dennis. Tie ball game here, 1-1 in the top of the 5th. And Dennis rips that one foul towards third. It'll stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. And another one hit foul, this time towards the Miner dugout, or pardon me, bullpen in right. Count remains 1-2. And drop third strike there. The throw to first will be in time, out number 1.
Third to the plate for the Massachusetts Miners, DH number 2, Justin Ammons.
Justin Ammons, 0 for 2 on the day. Designated hitter heads to the plate. Nobody on, 1 out for the Miners here. This broadcast brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, locally owned and operated here in the Matsu Valley. That includes Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information about how they can help you with your automotive needs. 1 ball, no strikes for Ammons. The pitch is popped up towards left field. Little sail foul for strike 1. That'll be strike 2, 1-2 now. outside, 2-2. That one fouled away. It'll stay 2-2 for Ammons. Usel's got his pitch. Is ready to fire. It'll be a called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts there from Newsel. 2 down, nobody on for Quinn Cotton. So far today, 0 for 2 at the plate. In for a strike, 0-1. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Ripped foul for strike 2. Cotton is flied out and struck out. And he grounds this one back to pitcher, goes off of Newsel's glove. The throw to first from short will be in time for out number 3. That'll do it for the top of the 5th. Game still tied at 1-1 between the Miners and the Bucs. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
840-5273, 840-5273. Second number, 840-5242, 840-5242. And for the Big K Bird giveaway sponsored by Kendall Ford of Wasilla, 840-5149, 840-5149. Leading off for the Anchorage Bucs, left fielder number 9, Jace Vandenberg.
Top of the order up for the Bucs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tie game between your Matsu Miners and the Anchorage Bucs. Vandenberg so far 1 for 2 with a single. Castro still on the mound for the Miners. Pitch here outside for a ball, 1-0.
And now with both teams batting in the 5th inning, you see that both teams have sent the same amount of batters to the plate through 4 complete. Both top of the lineup starting off the 5th inning and almost like a brand new ball game. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
2-0 pitch from Castro. A swing and a miss for strike one. Coming into the day, you didn't know what to expect exactly. You just knew it was going to be close, be it a lower scoring game like this, where both pitchers getting out of jams. Is that one a called strike 2-2? Both offenses could have been firing. We'll see. Maybe in game two it could be the case. But good games, exciting games nonetheless. The 2-2 pitch from Castro on the way. And it's chopped on the ground towards second. Cheney has got it over to first. 4 out, number one. Michael Fuchs will head to the plate now. 1 for 2, also with a single. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0. And outside, 2-0. Fuchs hits this on the ground towards short. Bull has got it. The throw to first in time for out number 2. So with 2 down, nobody on, Jake Veith, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon, heads to the plate with nobody on. Veith leads the Bucs in walks. He's drawn 25 on the season. And compare that with his 5 hit by pitch. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 from Castro. That one gets away as well, 2-0. It's the third at bat of the inning to start. 2-0 for Castro. And Veith will knock that one into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. So the 5th inning continues, 1 on and 2 out for the Bucs. Cody Sporer heads to the plate, 0 for 2. Did reach on an error in the first. So see what the Miners can do to get out of the 5th here. There is activity in the bullpen for Matsu. And a bunt towards third. It'll go foul for strike number 1. Bunts towards that third base line, moving a little bit quicker today than usual. Normally we see those die in the grass before they get too far. A lot of them have kept going foul.
Yeah, and Austin Dennis waited to pick that one up in foul territory, but threw it anyway. Got some more infield practice in there, and just wanted to test out the speed of Cody Sporer, I guess.
And time will be called to plate. Sporer resets himself in the box. It'll be an 0-1 count. Pitch High for a ball, 1-1. Toss over to first, chases back Veith to the bag. He will be safe. Sliding in head first. Still a 1-1 count. At the plate. And a strike there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll do it for the inning.
And I don't think anybody knew that was the third out or that was strike 3, as none of the position players started running or anything. Everybody just kind of waited around and then had to get called in there. So,
but with that, it'll end the 5th inning. Game still tied 1 apiece. We're headed to the top of the 6th here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
This is going to help fund a double lung transplant. So come on out and support and help us get Linda that double lung transplant. They have a table right by the concession stand if you're interested in buying tickets. Leading out the top 6 inning for your Mat-Su Miners, first base with number 34, Blake Benefield.
Welcome back. It's the top of the 6th inning. Miners will head to the plate here in Palmer. Game tied 1-1 between Mat-Su and the Anchorage Bucs. Blake Benefield at the plate. So far today, he is 0 for 2. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Another strike there, 0-2 for Benefield. Musil ready and delivers, and it'll be a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the Miners first baseman. Benefield will take a seat, and now Ryan Haug will come to the plate. He so far is 1 for 1, singled in the 4th, also walked. That came in the 2nd inning. Also came around to score the Miners' only run in that 4th inning. Haug takes that for a ball, 1-0. Elijah McNamee on deck. And Howe grips that one towards the third base line. It's going to die there in the foul territory grass. It'll be a a double as Howe slides into second rather easily with a one-out double to lead things off, for the Miners, 1 on, 1 away, and Elijah McNamee to the plate now.
So you know what that means for Elijah McNamee, right?
I do, because every time Haug has come to the plate, McNamee has matched what he's done, including walks in the second and then singles in the fourth.
Perfect.
So we could realistically expect a double here from McNamee. Go-ahead run is at second for the Miners here in the top of the sixth. First pitch to McNamee in for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Newsel. It's popped up into shallow center. Looks like the shortstop, Michael Fuchs, makes the catch for out number 2. Thus the pattern is broken, and with that,
Pinch hitting for the Matsu Miners.
we will have a pinch hitter.
Number 25,
Andy Thomas will come to the plate to pinch hit. A scorekeeper's nightmare up here, as originally it was Oscar Marchena, who was replaced by the pinch hitter Nick Brooks, who was replaced by the pinch runner Brandon Chinea, who was in the field at second. And now it will be Andy Thomas, a catcher normally, at the plate with a runner at second and 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning, a shortened 7-inning ball game, as this is the first game of a doubleheader. That pitch in for a ball, 1-0. This one knocking it up the middle. It's going to get through for a base hit. Haug around third. He will try to score, and he will be in safe for the 2-1 lead for the Miners over the Bucs here in the top of the 6th. RBI single, pinch hit RBI single from Andy Thomas. Miners take the lead over the Bucs 2-1.
And now, like we kind of talked about a little bit, Andy Thomas will be replaced by Rainer Osmus, and that way Rainer Osmus will probably play third on defense, and Austin Dennis will probably move back to second. We've also seen Rainer Osmus at second base, so we'll be seeing him defensively in the infield in the top of the 7th.
And with that, Austin Bull to the plate. Shows bunt there. It'll be a called strike. 1-1. This one chopped back to the mound. It will be flipped to first for out number 3. However, the Miners do score and break the tie. They lead 2-1. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Anchorage Bucs, center fielder number 34, Ryan Williams.
Welcome back. Of course, bottom of the sixth inning, 2-1 here. The Miners lead the Bucs. Rainer Osmus in the field now, playing at second base for the Miners. Juan Castro still on the mound, throws that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 to Ryan Williams, who is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Pitch here again outside, 2-0 for Williams. Once again, another reminder that the Miners are the away team. Although this is at Herman Brothers Field, this is a makeup game from a cancellation in Anchorage. That one fouled away, 2 balls, 1 strike. They will be the home team in game 2 of this doubleheader. Only 7 innings here tonight, so that RBI pinch hit RBI single from Andy Thomas was huge. Gave the Miners a 2-1 lead. Pitch, a called strike there to even the count at 2-2. That pitch will go outside. It'll be a full count now for Williams. 3-2. Castro ready and delivers. It'll be a swing and a miss. It's away from Haug, so the throw down to first for out number 1.
Now stepping to the plate, the Anchorage Bucs, third baseman number 11, Dominic Calaccio.
Dominic Calaccio,
This is a 7-inning game.
who is struck out twice this afternoon.
40 minutes after the conclusion of this game. And your program prize numbers are good for both.
Will be
games.
the
prize will be drawn in the
6th
fifth inning.
strikeout for Castro. Pitch a called strike, 0-1. And that'll be a ball to even the count at 1 apiece. Two balls and 1 strike.
Calaccio has been on the short end of the strikeouts twice now, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, 2 of Juan Castro's 6.
That one just misses. It'll be 3-1 now to Calaccio.
And I was trying to push that for an 0 for 3 day and trying to get to that 7th strikeout as Juan Castro is behind in the count 3-1, trying not to lose Calaccio here.
And time will be called. 3-1 count. Nobody on, one away.
And it looked like Castro lost his footing there, but will not be anything as no runners were on. The umpire will not address the coach. He said, no, it's 3-1. Just stay over there, stay in your box, and we'll keep this going.
3-1 pitch is just fouled away. So it'll be 3-2 now for Calaccio.
Calaccio's last strikeout came on a full count.
This one popped up into foul territory. Have to watch it sail out of play. So it'll remain 3-2 with nobody on and one out.
And the full count strikeout in the fourth inning to Calaccio was after 6 pitches. It was on the 7th pitch. And here as we stand, 6 pitches in this at-bat and waiting the 7th pitch.
This one popped up into right field. Quinn Cotton is there, and he will have it for out number 2.
DH number 22, A.J. Sawyer.
A.J. Sawyer now heads to the plate for Anchorage. Sawyer so far today is 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch goes, and they will award Sawyer the base. It looked close. I've seen closer, but in any case, it'll be 1 on and 2 away, and Ben Taylor will be heading out to the mound. Very likely we'll see a pitching change here. And so 1 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Miners lead 2-1. And we're going to take a short break. When we return, we'll have the rest of your Matsu Miners baseball after this.
I wasn't sure if you said.
In the pitch for the Matsu Miners, number 30, Thaddeus Ward. Once again, step to the plate for the Anchorage Bucs. Catcher number 16, Mason Fishback.
Welcome back. It'll be the end of the day for Juan Castro, and in will be Thaddeus Ward to pitch with a runner at first and 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Miners lead 2-1 over the Anchorage Bucs. And at the plate will be Mason Fishback, 0 for 1 with a walk so far this afternoon. Game 1 of this doubleheader. First pitch is popped up into right field, and it'll be caught for out number 3. So great start to the outing for Thaddeus Ward. Gets out of the 6th. We're headed to the top of the 7th here in Palmer. 2-1 lead for your Miners. We'll be right back with more baseball after this.
Now pitching for the Anchorage Bucs, number 24, Jacob Carr. In the pinch hit for your Matsu Miners, number 12, Mike and Tico.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. Last to play for the Miners and the Bucs. Miners lead 2-1. Mike Antico in to pinch hit for Preston Pavlica. Jacob Carr on the mound for the Bucs replaces Andrew Newsell. And that first pitch goes high for a ball, 1-0. Another pitch inside that time, so 2 balls and no strikes.
And you probably forgot that we are on Twitter because we haven't talked about it all day. We're on Twitter at ABL Miners. Give us a follow as that pitch goes outside for ball number 3. We are currently at 814 followers. We started the year off at 703. Well, 703 in Kenai. Not sure if we probably started with a couple less than that, as Mike Antico draws the 4-pitch walk. We're also on YouTube. Obviously, you did follow along to get this link, and our latest Behind the Dish video is up, so check it out. I sat down with Spencer Henson, and it was pretty awkward, and it was great, and it was everything that we wanted. Behind the Dish is kind of a spin-off of Zach Galifianakis's Between Two Ferns, if you didn't already know that. So
that's important to know going into it.
The dry humor is very that's how it's intended to be. It's intended to be kind of awkward, as Austin Dennis lays down that bunt. Calaccio makes the play. Another great play from Calaccio over there at third. The second bunt attempt by the Miners. Calaccio has made the play on both of them to get Austin Dennis out, but he does move Mike Antico that much closer now in scoring position.
That's right. Runner at second, one away, and Justin Ammons heads to the plate. He is 0 for 3 and has struck out twice so far in game one here. It'll be his first time seeing Jacob Carr today.
But yeah, definitely check out that YouTube video. The dry humor is supposed to be there. They know it's going to be pretty awkward, and I'm going to rag on them a little bit. It's all fun and games. Nobody was harmed in the making of the video, and we give them some stuff, and they give it back to us. So it's pretty fun to be able to interact with the guys and on that type of level and kind of personal stuff, but we think it's fun, and hopefully you enjoy it as well. So check it out on YouTube.
The 1-0 pitch is fouled away by Ammons. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Talk on the mound there. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 away. Pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 2, 1-2. Ammons knocks this one into right center field. It's going to get down for an RBI as Antico comes around to score. RBI stand-up double for Justin Ammons, his first hit of the afternoon. And an insurance run there for the Miners, who now lead 3-1 here in the top of the 7th inning.
Right fielder number 9, Quinn Cotton.
And with that, Quinn Cotton, who is also 0 for 3, will head to the plate with a runner at second and 1 away for the Miners. Carr, a slow worker there on the mound, delivers that first pitch for a ball low and outside. 1-0. Approximately 40 minutes after our conclusion here, here at this game 1, we will have game 2 of the doubleheader. We'll make sure to get the link for our broadcast out as soon as we can. That pitch in the dirt as well. 2-0 to Cotton. That one fouled away. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike for the Matsu right fielder. He's flat out struck out and grounded out so far today. That one hit high and deep into left field. And that is going to be a 2-run home run for Quinn Cotton. Hammond scores as a result. And a big hit there. Breaks this one open. It'll be 5-1 now, Miners, here in the top of the 7th. Vanderbrake out there, chased it back as far as he could, but just watched it sail over the Napa Auto Parts sign there in the left. And Miners lead 5-1. Lake Benefield to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Quinn Cotton's second home run of the season. And Benefield hits this one high. It will be into shallow center. It will be caught there by Ryan Williams for out number 2. Benefield is 0 for 4. And with the bases clear and 2 away, Ryan Haug heads to the plate. He has walked, singled, and doubled so far today. And pitch a called strike, 0-1. Oh and 2 after that swing and a miss from Haug with 2 away. That was the second home run given up by Carr this season. As Haug fouls that one away towards right field. So the count will remain 0-2. That one popped up towards right field. Second baseman Sporer makes the catch, but the Miners score 3 runs, including a 2-run home run from Quinn Cotton. They lead 5-1. When we return, it will be the bottom of the 7th inning, and right here on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Anchorage Bucs, right field number 23, David Hensley.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 7th. Thaddeus Ward will look to close this out for the Miners, who lead 5-1 now after tacking on 3 in the top of the 7th. David Hensley at the plate so far today. He is 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Hit on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time for out number 1. A high chop to Austin Bull. One down, Jace Vanderbrake to the plate. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Singled in the first, but has since flied out and grounded out. That one fouled away. 0-1 for Vanderbrake. That one outside for a ball, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Nobody on, 1 away. Pitch. Outside, 3-1. That one fouled away. It'll be a full count now for Vanderbrake. 3-2. Three-two pitch. That one fouled away as well. So the count remains full for Vanderbrake. Michael Fuchs on deck for the Bucs. This one hit high into center field. Antico chases it down and has got it for out number 2. Nobody on, 2 away. Miners lead 5-1. And Michael Fuchs will be the last hope for Anchorage here in game 1. So far today, he is 1 for 3. Singled in the first. Was one of the 2 putouts at the plate. That one is a called strike, 0-1. That one fouled away as well. It'll be 0-2 for Fuchs. Nobody on, 2 away. Ward has got his pitch. Ready and delivers. It'll be hit on the ground towards short. Bull has got it. The flip over to first for out number 3, and that'll do it for game 1. The Miners win 5-1 over the Bucs. And great performances all around, but the Bats came alive late, and a much-needed insurance runs there. Win 5-1 over their rivals, the Bucs.
Yeah, absolutely. Great game. I mean, they tied with hits in 7 hits apiece. As Ben Taylor says, the first pitch will get underway at 7:05. But a great play by Austin Bull to end the game, and some great defensive plays, but also some great offense from Ryan Haug. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Also, the timely hitting there to add the insurance runs in the 7th. And, of course, the home run from Quinn Cotton.
So with that, once again, Miners win game 1 of this doubleheader 5-1. We'll be back around 7 o'clock with game 2. We'll make sure to get those links out for the live stream as soon as we can. So until then, for Troy Wisniewski, I'm Hunter Warning. Thanks for watching.